So, on May 27, 2025, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill, HB 999, a landmark law that officially recognizes gold and silver as legal tender within the state. This legislation, set to take effect on July 1st, 2026, introduces a framework allowing both government and private entities to voluntarily accept gold and silver for payments. So here's the key provisions of Florida's HB 999. So the first one is legal tender status. So the recognition, gold and silver coins making specific purity standards are recognized as legal tender for settling debts and conducting transactions in Florida. So purity requirements. Gold coins must have a minimum purity of 99.5 and silver coins must have a minimum purity of 99.9%. Stamping coins must be stamped with their weight, purity, and mint of origin to qualify. Sales tax exemptions. Purchase of quality gold and silver coins are exempt from Florida's sales tax. Threshold. The exemption applies to transactions exceeding $500 or involving coins that meet the specific purity standards. 3. Voluntary participation. Optional use acceptance of gold and silver as payments is entirely optional for business individuals. No liability. Entities are not liable to refuse to accept the metals unless they're contractually obligated. So then, number 4 is government transactions, electronic payments. So governmental entities may accept gold and silver payments, but only through electronic transfer of debit cards. So custodian requirements. Such entities must contract with licensed custodians to handle these transactions. So here's the number 5 is the regulatory framework. Licensing. Financial institutions and money services business involved in gold and silver transactions must be licensed and meet specific regulatory requirements. Licensed custodians are responsible for securely holding and facilitating transactions involving gold and silver coins. And so the oversight, the Office of Financial Regulation, OFR, will oversee custodians requiring annual examinations of compliance with insurance security and record-keeping standards. And number 6 is implementation timeline. So the rule adoption. The Chief Financial Officer, the CFO, and the Financial Services Commission, FSC, must adopt rules to implement the bill. Okay? So legislation ratification. These rules must be submitted to the Florida legislation by November 1st of 2025 for ratification before the law takes effect on July 1st, 2026. So here's the motivations behind the law. Governor DeSantis emphasized that HB 999 aims to enhance financial sovereignty and provide Floridians with alternatives to traditional fiat currency. He highlighted concerns over inflation and declining value of the U.S. dollar, noting that gold and silver has tripled in value since 2015. So implications for Floridians, here it is. So basically, guys, starting on July 1st of 2026, residents and businesses in Florida will have the option to use gold and silver coins that meet the specified criteria for various transactions, including certain tax payments. While participating is voluntary, the law provides structured and regulated environment for those interested in using precious metals as a medium of exchange. And there you have it. So gold and silver is now legal tender in the state of Florida. I hope that breakdown was thorough for you. Let me know what you all think. Please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, stay safe, keep watching. God bless.